Anything else that makes noise. We realize you have a choice in entertainment, and we thank you for choosing the P.I.T. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the beautiful and multi-talented Tamar Da Star.
Beirut, oh what a wonderful town. Yes, the bombs are flying, but turn that frown upside down. The people are a charm, the pita bread is warm. So let's hold hands together and visit Beirut, Lebanon. Oh, Beirut, what an amazing place. Seriously, the people, the food. You can leave your door open all night and you know nobody will try to ever come in and steal your shoes. My mother actually went into labor while the bombs went up above her. The next morning I was born and the church bell started ringing, and the doctor supposedly told my mother that I had brought peace with me. Little did they know that I had brought more drama for your mama than peace. As a little girl, I was obsessed with the Britney Spears of Beirut. Her name was Remy Bendeli. Remy wore, how can I say this, the tackiest, most bedazzled outfits on stage. But I thought it was the hottest shit in town. And my grandmother would actually sew me these outfits. The crazy thing about it was that my grandmother hated Remy Bendeli, and every time we would see her on TV, she'd always say to me in Armenian, which means, who is this whore? Grandma, she's not a whore, she's an entertainer, and I want to be one too one day. Oh, yeah, entertainer güzel Tamar, yete entertainer güzel which meant, in order for me to become a successful entertainer, I have to sleep with a lot of men. I was ready. I was 7. You gotta suck some dick and give some head to get ahead of the game. So you lay in bed with a man, you slip your demo in his hand. He says, baby, I love boinking you. She says, honey, I love to ride your donkey. Your donkey. So I get up out of bed, I put my demo on track 1. He says, honey, come get under the sheet. She says, baby, please listen to my beats. Seriously, who the fuck did I think I was in the middle of a goddamn war? Things had gotten pretty bad in Beirut, and we were spending most of our time in the bomb shelter. But let me tell you, it was a pretty bougie bomb shelter. And we had a view of the Mediterranean and nightly fireworks. It was beautiful. My family finally decided it was a good time to move to America. When I first moved here, I had one eyebrow that looked like a caterpillar walking across my forehead, a square backpack, and acne all over my face. Okay, well, when I first moved here, my parents sent me to this private Armenian school called Kruzyan Zakarian Vasvuragan Ararat Elementary School. After a brief stint at Armenian school, they sent me to Burlingame High School. Burlingame looked like Pleasantville. Everybody was white, drove beautiful cars. You would see an occasional truck with a Confederate flag waving in the air like you just didn't care, and everyone had perfectly decorated homes. I was one of the only ethnic people that went to my high school, except this one girl named Christina Choi, who's Korean, who's my best friend to this day. I remember when I first met Christina, I was sitting in back of her in French class, and I pulled her hair and I said, hey, what's your name? And she responded to me in a soft-spoken voice, Christina. The next time I saw Christina, she was walking up the ramp, and I don't know what came over me, but I slapped her on her ass and I said, damn girl, you got a big old butt. The way it moves like that, it looks like a physical bubble. My name is Physical Bubbles. I'm here to cause some trouble. I need a feminine gentleman who can stroke it all night with all his might. Fuck me like an animal and eat me like a cannibal. I'm 5'5" people, but I'm 100% Asian. Physical Bubble. She's got it going on. Walk down the street with her style so sweet. People say, "안녕하세요." That's Korean for hello. Physical Bubble. cheek on our anniversary. Can't you see I love you, baby? Physical baba. She gotta go with number. And I was always in this one. She walked down the street with herself. People say, "Annyeonghaseyo." That's Korean for hello. Physical baba. She's got it going on. Yeah. After high school, Christina and I worked in the cosmetics department together. It was so crazy because growing up we were so awkward and fugly, and here we were selling beauty to the people. I'll tell you one thing though. My flamboyant personality was well received by the trannies and drag queens that worked in the cosmetics department with me. They really inspired me and encouraged me to really let go and just be myself. I guess I grew up with everything being so serious around me all the time that I just wanted to get as far away from that as possible. God, I love those trannies. You know what I always wondered though? Can a tranny work out at an all-women's gym? How does that work? If I was a tranny, can I work out at Lucille Roberts? Can I go on the treadmill with the rest of the girls? If I was a tranny, can I change in the women's locker room? Should I put my towel around my waist or my chest? Now I'm just like Jessica and Mary, except that I'm very hairy. All the wax in the world can't tame my bush. Oh, if I was a tranny, I would have Lucille Roberts. I just want to get in shape like the rest of the girls. The trannies loved it. They were so touched that a voluptuous woman like me wouldn't even care to even write a song about them. They really pushed me to write more songs. Every week I would bust out with a more genius song than the previous. Put myself through acting school. I performed in local theaters in San Francisco. I sang for homeless people on the streets. It was time to move on to bigger and better things. I'd always envisioned myself living in New York City. I imagined myself living it up like P. Diddy and J.Lo. I don't know, they just seemed so happy together back then, you know, hanging out in the VIP room all the time, drinking their Cristal out of their Little John golden goblets. So I packed up all my shit and I moved. I was home. Boy, I saw in the VIP. I was wondering if we could have some Cristal together. Ooh, I saw in the limousine with cream on my chest, banana in my mouth, cream on my Gucci legs. VIP limousine, bling bling. VIP limousine, bling bling. Baby, let's go to the VIP. I'm on bended knees. We're gonna dance all night long. I'm gonna suck your big fat shawl. VIP limousine, bling bling. VIP limousine, bling bling. Shorty, I see you VIP. I see you dance that trick. So if it's just my pussy, so roll that BLUNT. VIP.